Good evening, guys. We are live for February. Thank you very much for joining in with us. It is 8 p.m. on a Sunday, the first Sunday of the month. Usually it's the last Sunday of the month, but because we had a short month, I decided to do it on the first of the month this time around, just because, well, preparation didn't really work out for me for this month. I was a little bit slack last month, that's all I can really say, which is why I did it the weekend after on that one as well. But anyways, you'll notice I'm quite bright at the moment. That's because I've tuned the camera in for the tank behind us. Just got some fresh live crickets we're going to feed the fish, and then we'll get stuck into the live as normal. So I'm going to turn the TV off in a second, and then yeah, we'll be all good. Anyways, I'm just going to get out of the camera's way. We've got a little pet shop box of crickets here, and I just tip a few in. Heaps of them in there. You'll see them scurrying around in there. Good afternoon, Jacob. Thanks for tuning in, mate. And yeah, you'll see, I'm just going to turn the TV off, so I won't be able to see who's tuning in for the time being, but I'm going to talk through this. As you see, Scoot there, he's getting ready for a feed. Just going to turn the TV off so you guys can see better. Hopefully you guys are still with me. I believe you will be. I'm just going to move the tank top out of the way. And I'll start popping some crickets in. I just cleaned the tank this morning so it's nice and clean. Fresh bit of water in there as well for them. And we'll get some crickets in there. And watch them go to work. Hopefully. Got a fair few in there now. Let's just stand back and watch them go. Hopefully they come out. Sometimes I have to put a couple of bits of pellet in. Maybe not. I might be starting to see them. Here we go. They're coming out. Here we go. The little ones usually go up first. So this one's going to come up now. Oh, they're having a look. Oh, one's up, one's got him. I didn't see him from where I'm standing, but he's there. They're eating, that's a good sign. I'll stand back a bit further, so I'm out of their way. Scoot goes up and eats them as well most of the time. Here we go. Boom! Good fun. Good fun to watch them eat. I love watching these fish eat. That's probably the biggest bass in the tank at the moment, just in the middle of the tank there. He's going up for another one. Boom! Makes an awesome noise. Little boof. There you go, they're starting to get busy now. Scoot's going up there, look. There you go, you got one. Got him. Endless joy watching these guys eat, I must say. One of them swimming away. Here we go. Boom! Got him. I think that's all of them. I'm going to turn the TV back on now so you guys can see. Always good fun to watch these guys eat, as I said before. Absolutely love watching them. And I don't mind showing you guys as well while I'm here. I'll chuck some pellets down there for it. Alrighty, chuck some pellets in, sinking pellets, they usually come and eat them as well. Oh yeah, Scoot's going to find some. Ba-bang, ba-bang. Awesome. Alright, so without further ado, we will go through our usual proceedings for the night. I've just got to change the ISO on the camera here, I'm going to have to brighten it up a little bit to be able to see in the tank nicely. Alright, here we go. It's a little bit more palatable kind of light. Hang on, maybe I can go a bit darker. There we go. Beautiful. Nice night for a chat, says Mum. How you going, Mum? And Jeff Bates here, Daryl M, good evening. Good evening, guys, and thank you for tuning in. Welcome for those of you who may be watching but haven't shown yourselves yet. My name's Lee, this is the Fisherman's Office, and I do a monthly live every month usually the last day of the month, last Sunday of the month, I should say. And we just cover current events and updates with the channel, let you know on what's going on with the content and things like that. A couple of, general promotion stuff for other associated people that I work with and stuff like that. Tank makes a cool backdrop. Evening all, says committed and stupid fishing adventures. Welcome, mate. Thanks for making yourself known this evening. And so without further ado, we're going to go through what we are up to at the moment. And that is, I am in the final stages of editing the second episode of the 50 Pursuit. Okay, and that was a bass feature. Now this one's a little bit of an A and B test I've done. So I've got enough followers now where, I'll get some feedback from both ends and hopefully we'll see which one does better. Hopefully the one with the bigger fish does better, but we'll see what happens. It was a really, really successful video, the previous episode. So it got a really good number of views, and I was really happy with the end result and pleased with everyone's response with that. So yeah, so I haven't figured out yet whether it was timing because it was Bass Open in Queensland, whether it got a few more views or not, but that sort of remains to be seen. But I've got a couple of people jump on. We got Singh here, Heels here. And so is Chris from Shack Lewis. Thanks, guys, for joining in on the live tonight. Thanks, and welcome back as always. You missed out on the live feeding of the fish before, but if you want to tune in later on, rewatch the first sort of 5-6 minutes. The fish having a bit of a meal on some pet shop crickets, which is cool. Where was I going with that? So, okay, so yeah, second episode of the 50 Pursuit is now in the final review stage of my post-production, essentially. So what I do is edit up a scratch edit, get colour and sound about where I want it, and figure out whether or not it's the video flows well from there. And I rewatch it, and I'll get my wife to rewatch it and sort of critique whether or not it needs adjusting, or if it sort of needs little breakpoints and stuff like that. So we're at that stage now. I was hoping to have it ready this weekend, but it's I didn't quite get around to having my wife review it. We've been busy with Lucian, as we always are. And yeah, spent a day at the zoo yesterday at Hillsville Sanctuary, which was quite fun and nice as well. So yeah, that's the update with that one, and that's getting there. If you wanted to get a taste of what to expect from the video, I'm going to show some footage from Alex's video, Hawksy Fishing, and we're going to do a quick watch of that now. It's basically the first good fish from his latest video. Yeah, and it's basically titled "The Best Trip I've Ever Been On," which is probably about right for me as well. We're going to watch that right now, and that's sort of going to give you a bit of what to expect in my video coming up soon.
And they got like really subtle. Yep.
Straight off the brick wall,
Yeah.
the rock wall there.
I'm out now. He swam for the depth. He's not monster, but he's good, I'd say. Oh yeah, he's good. He's a nice one. He's just around shaking his head. There it goes. Just watch your line. He's trying to go back in. Oh, he's right in there. He's like right up in there now.
It's a good fish. There was a lot of good fish caught on this trip, and it was so good to see condition of the fish, and it was just amazing.
Oh, he hooked on the side of that. Oh, dude, that's big. Oh my God, man.
Funny thing to see straight up, says Alex. He's just jumped on. Yeah, we're just reviewing your, one of your fish from that trip, mate, just to give the guys a bit of a taste on that.
Big. He's got half a tail too. I don't think he's 50, but he's up there. Oh yeah, he's up there. That's a great fish, man. Oh man!
I'm still like buzzing out.
Today has just been absolutely ridiculous. This is my second 50 for the day, and the third 50 between Lee and I. It's just, I don't even know what to say. Epic stuff.
Battler of a bass. Yeah, absolutely.
The other two, but it does only have half a tail.
Hey, Jason, welcome on.
Shook her head, played up, and then did go on a couple of solid little runs. Just nipped that power dunk there. Fast becoming one of my favourite lures for bass here.
I'm a bit of a power dunk convert as well. I haven't bought any yet, but I'm definitely wanting some. So
One last look at her here. Oh, she wants to go.
bit of shaky camera work for myself. So good. It's me with my Murasami broomstick. I lose a good fish on the rock wall here as well, which you'll see in my video. That's a different perspective from Alex's point of view, obviously, but yeah. So yeah. That is that video, and if you want to check that out, obviously that's live on YouTube already, so just go and have a look at that, obviously, after the live. And yeah, I haven't actually had a chance to link that in my description yet. I actually got about 15 minutes to set this live up tonight, so yeah, but if you want to check out Alex's video, make sure you jump over and have a look, and that will give you definitely a good idea of the quality of fish that we were catching on that particular trip. It was amazing. It's hands down the best bass trip I've ever done. I mean, I've had quite a few belter sessions. So yeah, yeah. G'day, Jason. Welcome back, mate. I'd said a quick hello before, but yeah, thanks as always for dropping in and saying g'day. Always good. Now, I have another trip planned with Alex. Alex is going to bring another mate with him. I think those guys are going to be lure fishing for most of that particular trip, but I have done a full conversion, a 180 backflip, and I've gone out and bought a fly outfit for that. Now this is, I'm not going to get the whole rod out, but this is the setup essentially. So we got a 9-foot primal relay 7 weight, and I've got a 7/8 weight reel on there. It's a Fly Lab, what is this? A Fly Lab Acid. So it's very similar to the reel that I bought for the trout setup that I've got, that TFO one, which I'll be doing a review on soon. Also, I've teamed up with Hook Up Bait and Tackle a little bit for this particular trip. And they haven't given me this. I bought this setup, but they're going to do an absolutely ripper retail deal on this setup if you wanted to buy the same thing for yourself. I'll come to that a little bit later on in the piece. I'll let you know what that's about a little bit later on. I've got to do the review first look video of this particular setup, but I'm giving you a bit of a first look now. So that primal relay 7-weight 9-foot, it's got the fighting button, all that nice stuff on there. The Rio line that I've got in here is actually called Predator. That's a heavily weight forward 8-weight line designed for turning over big flies, so casting those bigger bodied flies that are a bit more wind resistant. So that is the idea there. So yeah, so if you want to get into the bass fishing, especially on fly and doing some different stuff like that, keep your eyes tuned on the channel, because we're going to have a ripper deal for this particular setup in the very near future. So I'll give another little shout out as well in a minute, but I'll just go through the rest of it. So the line, the reel, and the rod with backing is most of it, and then you've got this lure pack, this fly pack I should say, Wild Fish North Estuary Billabong pack. So you get a few streamers in there and a few poppers and things like that as well. So that's included with the retail pack if you wanted to buy everything I've just shown you, exactly what that is. Okay, so that's what's on offer for you guys at a ripper price very soon. So keep your eyes peeled on the channel if you want to do that. Now, another quick shout out. Now for this trip, I know in East Gippsland there's quite a lot of different forage around, and they do tend to eat the bigger lures. So I'm trying to go emulate that, not as big a scale as like a full-on, you know, cod size outfit or something like that, but slightly larger flies, obviously, that are, you know, obviously going to be privy to the type of fishing that we do over in those big East Gippsland rivers. So that's sort of where I'm going with that. So I've got Sean Fraser from Hook Up Bait and Tackle, who's their fly guy. So tie me up some dry flies and some streamers and stuff like that, and also some game changers. So this one is a little water dragon pattern he's done for me. There's a lot of water dragons and small lizards and stuff like that in those East Gippsland areas. So I've been seeing them, and I'm like, if they're eating a 7-inch plastic or a 128 mil glide bait, they're definitely going to eat a small water dragon off the top, which is why I've got him to tie me these up. So that's one of them. The other one is this one. These are all segmented flies. So they got like a join in the middle. They've got the hook and the foam point at the bottom there. This is sort of more brown coloured water dragon pattern. I don't know if you can see that very well, but that's that. Yeah, so that is that. As well as some other poppers and things like that. Got some game changers as well, which are another segmented lure, but these are a subsurface lure. So got like a little like gudgeon looking segmented dude there. A little bit hard to see that one. He's a bit dark. It's got like a deer hair nose on that. 2 hooks in this one. It's got a hook on the tail and in the front section of the fly as well. So that's that. And this one's one of my favourite. This is like a yellow eye mullet representation. Have a look at that. So Sean from Hook Up Bait and Tackle is a very, very, very talented fly tying guru. You should definitely check him out, or at least if you're interested in flies or fly fishing, learning anything about tying flies, or just obtaining some of his flies. Check him out on Instagram, Sean Fraser 13. That's SHAUN Fraser on Instagram. He hasn't got any photos or anything. He's just started that account. So if you want some of these flies, or if you want him to tie you up something like this for any bass fishing, have a chat with him, and he'll be happy to oblige that. Yeah, so I won't go too much more heavily into the flies themselves, but there's one other little concept that he's got which I had to try out, and this is a little crayfish or yabby representation. So he's got the little claws there. He's got the eyeballs, all the eyes there. And you can imagine what that would look like with that carapace sort of going like this. Amazing, amazing flies, and really, really looking forward to throwing them when I go chase some bass soon. So that's what I've got to look forward to, and what you have to look forward to as well. So it's kind of like a 50 pursuit again, but it's fur and feathers. So that's the next rendition of the 50 pursuit. So yeah, let me know if you guys are still on. I haven't seen anything come with on the chat for a little while, but I'm just having a bit of a squiz here. And yeah, looks like we're all good. Connection's still good and everything else like that. If you are still here, give us a thumbs up on the live so far. Let me know if you're enjoying it and enjoying the fly gear, and let me know. I'm also going to try and do a similar kind of thing with the retail stuff, like I'm doing a discount deal through the shop, and that will be for the trout outfit that I'll also do a review on later on on the piece, and we'll see what we can do there. So yeah, hopefully next weekend your bass feature 50 Pursuit 2 episode 2 will be ready to go for next Sunday. All the while I'll be out fishing somewhere hopefully and enjoying the long weekend, as you should be as well. So that's that. If anyone else is fishing on the long weekend, let me know what your trip plans are and whether you're going to get out and have a chase of something with fins and gills, whether it be with fur and feathers or with hard body lures and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, what does that say here? Too busy taking in the cool flies. Yeah, yeah. I was also doing the same thing earlier this morning when I hit the shop, when Sean said, come in tomorrow and I'll give you some flies to use for this next trip. I had no idea what I was getting myself into to find, and certainly was mind blown by that one. So yeah, absolutely awesome. Loved it, every bit of it. I was going to say something else about the Primal stuff. Now, Primal do some really, really good value for muddy gear. Like I was expecting to get it in just a bag that just comes in this tube. It comes with a tube as well, like keeps the rod nice and protected. I don't know how standard that is, but I just found that to be a really cool point. My TFO rod comes just in a bag, so I was only expecting a bag really. But yeah, it was really nice to get it in that. The usual Fly Lab stuff from Manic Tackle Project come in. They get these little baggies the reels come in as well with the box, just so when you're packing up your gear you can just put it all together. Comes in this nice green box here. Nothing too exciting, but yeah. The line itself, as I said before, heavily weighted forward for turning those big flies. Never scrimp out on your line, guys. Make sure if you're buying fly stuff, make sure you buy good quality line. You have to spend a little bit more money on line than you would for your normal sort of conventional gear stuff, because it's very specific to do with what you're using it for and what flies you are casting. So yeah, make sure you take note of that if you are going to go out and buy a fly outfit. Make sure you are buying the line that's suited to the purpose you are using it for. What was that? Hi Office. The lines between streamers and conventional lures are becoming blurred. Many of them are looking the same. Streamers and conventional lures. Yeah, you're not wrong, mate. Like, well, swim baits have changed the game for a lot of people, and those game changer type flies with those mullet patterns I just showed you. I mean, the swimming action is very, very much like a swim bait, really, from them. So really cool, and I just like a new challenge, and that's why I've gone to fly, and I'd encourage anyone that's done a lot of lure fishing to try something new, and that's why I've sort of done this fly gear outfit thing, just to sort of encourage people to get out and have a go with it. Yeah, what does it say? What's your opinion on surface lures versus fly lines, surface streamers? In other words, do you think the constant pausing of stripping line on the fly gear may attract more bites or interest? I'm not sure, mate, really, because I haven't done a lot of fly fishing for, I haven't done any native fish fly fishing before, so that'll be something that I might be able to comment on later on, maybe after this next trip that I'm going on. But from the most part, putting action out onto the, hang on, Alex is saying something here. He's got a lot more experience than I do. It's just, in my opinion, the biggest difference for top water is the subtle movement from feathers or fur compared to hard bodies. You can twitch the lures the same way flies get worked if you want. Yeah, I'd probably agree with that. So what Alex is saying is the subtle movement of the fly through the fur and the feathers, because if you've watched fly swimming videos, I guess you would call them, you see that minute pulsation the fur and the feathers has in the water. It has this, it's almost like the fly breathes in the water when you work them. They expand and retract like this. They don't, like, for example, a hard body lure, for example, like a crankbait, for example, that puts out a lot of vibration through the water, whereas a fly won't put nearly as much vibration. It's a way more natural presentation of the bait, the thing you're trying to represent in your presentation, if you will. So that's sort of, yeah. Jeff Bays says, I wish I would have learnt to fly fish. Yeah, look, mate, it's not for everyone, and some people are a bit more physically incapable, kind of, what do I say, limited in their options in that way, like yourself. It'd be probably a bit tough for you to actually fly fish, I would say. I'd probably say your arms would be pretty sore afterwards, and knowing your medical condition. But yeah, I mean, but for the most part, I think just getting out and enjoying yourself is what it's about. You know, doesn't necessarily mean you have to fly fish, but yeah, I just like a new challenge, as I said before. So yeah, that's sort of why I'm doing what I'm doing, and encouraging others to join me in that pursuit, if you will, like that. So yeah, I think like I said, or like Alex said, the subtle movement of the fly is the key difference in the presentation as per the difference with spin gear, if you know what I mean, or more conventional gear, I guess you would say. Hope that answers your question. Anyways, yeah, I feel like the retrieve actually with a strip thing, it gives more pauses that you would normally do with spin gear as well. Like with spin gear, I tend to find myself just slowly rolling a lot, lures and things like that, especially topwater, like the Eventer Crawler Vazelles, those like large winged minnows that I've been loving at the moment. Yeah, that's sort of a difference. I guess it forces you to change up your retrieve a little bit, or it forces it, because it's being fished another way, and it forces a different action out of the presentation as well. So yeah, don't know if that makes it better or worse. Maybe on the right day it's better, but yeah, still caught plenty on lures too, so the jury's out still, mate. Yeah, so that's it about the fly fishing thing, I would say. Yeah, if anyone wants to leave me any comments down below with regards to what their fishing plans are for the long weekend, please feel free to do so. And we will get into some other stuff. I just wanted to mention as well, Committed and Stupid Fishing Adventures did his own video on the Know Your Impact campaign, I guess you would say, that I've started over on Instagram, and got a video sitting in the backlog there that I've got to sort out and edit, where I went and cleaned up that area that I found on King Parrot Creek. And kudos to Committed to Stupid Fishing Adventures for jumping on the front foot and doing his own video in there. That was a really cool one. And if you haven't checked out his channel, make sure you go and do that. You're doing some good things, man, and I love it. So that's grouse. No worries. Now, what is on the agenda apart from bass fishing? Oh, that's right. My mate Shane, who may not be on the live tonight, I'm not sure. He's over in Adelaide for a little while at the moment. He is keen to get out and chase some trout soon. So for you trout fans out there that are still waiting for me to get out and chase some, I'll be probably chasing some in the next month, looking for some nice high country trout soon. I'll probably be using fly again like I did last time with him. But yeah, it was yeah, good to it's good to sort of try and nail down some sort of time to go and do that, because I've been missing a trout a little bit recently, especially the fly fishing. So yeah, Daryl M, we will have to see what the weather is going to be like in southeast Queensland. We'll have to see what the weather is going to be like in southeast Queensland. Yeah, I don't know what's going on up there. I know that there's some cyclone going on a bit further north, but yeah, much rain and, you know, sort of residual weather in your area there, mate. I'll be curious to know that one. I haven't actually been keeping my finger on the pulse as much as I probably should have been on that one, on that front. Yeah, so let us know what's going on down in, up in Queensland there, mate. While we're waiting for some people to comment maybe their plans on the weekend, I'll just run through my usual partners that I'd like to promote on this channel. Lured In Fishing is one of those, as you know. I do plenty of videos for those guys and a bit of work with them. I've got some more stuff coming for them on the bass fishing side of things, more of their basic surface techniques sort of thing. I've got a video in the works there. I think a new video has been launched today, I think, from the YouTube side of things as well. And also the members giveaway will be done tomorrow night, I believe. I haven't been given a time yet, but keep your eyes on Lured In Fishing if you want to learn more about that, jump over to the Instagram on the live, and we're giving away a squid outfit, I believe it is. It's an edgy rod and reel combo. So jump over and see the live giveaway if you want to jump on there. Yeah, if you want to check that out and show some interest, obviously it is a subscription platform. We also do free videos over on YouTube and things like that. We're working in the background on some members report side of things as well. So yeah, get onto that, and I'll give you more chances to win prizes, as well as that keep a nice bank of up-to-date and current reports as they come through as well. So it's kind of like reports for members by members. So yeah, jump over and check that out when it's live and ready to go. Long weekend, clean up a few carb and try a couple of nice redfin. Yeah, nice work, Jeff. I saw you posted a nice redfin on your page was it yesterday or today? I can't remember. I saw it today anyway, but that was a nice reddy, and I'm glad that your dog decided to have a snack on that. You missed out on lunch by the sounds of it. Committee Stupid says, thanks mate, for the long weekend will be mostly trip prep. Annual cod tour is coming in hot. Hopefully have time to squeeze a session in. Oh yeah, that sounds good actually. Yes. Yeah, Jess gives me a grumpy face on that one. The other ones, the other two guys that I'm obviously affiliated with would be Hook Up Bait and Tackle. You get a 10% discount in store when you buy it from them if you're a subscriber to the channel. So make sure you give them guys some love. Go over and follow their Instagram as well, and keep it up to date with current events for those guys as well. They do a lot of like anglers talks and stuff like that. So they get a lot of specialist guys in, and they do events like that quite regularly. So cod talks, kingfish, snapper, lots of stuff. So keep your eyes peeled on their Instagram for that sort of content as well. I've done a few promotional videos for them guys as well with regards to that sort of thing as well. And also they tie some bloody damn good flies. So I've got a whole box of Sean's flies here that I'm planning to use for that trip. So yeah, if you want to get into some fly stuff, definitely talk to Sean over there. He's got a wealth of knowledge and all that. So yeah, Hook Up Bait and Tackle. They also do orders as well. So if you're interstate or whatever, you can also access their range from them as well. They'll post over. All right. Right, okay, what was I going to say next? Oh yeah, French Touch Tackle, of course, are another affiliate of mine. I also get a bit of a kickback out of anything purchased off that website. He's doing it a bit tough at the moment, guys, but he's still got plenty of stock, so just approach him, send him a message. If you're interested in any of the Zorg jigs and things like that I've presented on this channel in the past, if you're getting out to Blue Rock, chasing some stuff on jigs, I definitely recommend the Zorg jigs. I've been trying to find out if I can get a attachable chatterbait blade to that particular lure, because Hellgear chatterbaits have kind of disappeared for me. I don't know what's going on with them guys. I really, really liked those lures, and they were a bit of a unique presentation that I liked. Still a chatterbait, but weedless, and you know, a wobbling head kind of thing. They're really, really cool. But anyways, yeah, if you're interested in any of that sort of stuff, as I said, I'd suggest you check out the PLP Zorg jigs. They're really, really good. Ben Redford says, "G'day Lee, g'day Ben. Hopefully you are having a good Sunday night." My mum says, "Good luck next weekend, Lee. Should be awesome." Pui Nation, hey mate, I'm heading up to Ovens over the long weekend. You know any decent cod spots? Yeah, there's plenty up there. I reckon any stretch of the Ovens River, mate, and you got a pretty good chance. So are you kayak or land-based? That's the next question I'd ask. If you're kayaking, obviously plenty of really good access between what was I going to say? I've lost my mind here with the name of the place, between Wangaratta and the Murray Valley Highway, I think it is. Plenty of access along there, and there's cod everywhere in that river. So it really doesn't matter where you launch from there. You're probably getting with a good chance of catching some good fish in there. So yeah, pretty much anywhere from Wang down is a good shout, I would say. If you wanted clear stuff, then you just got to go a bit further up. But yeah, access gets a bit harder from upstream though. That's all I can really say. Right. Jay Katz in with a super chat. As always, mate, you are an absolute legend for supporting the channel so much. You are an absolute legend. I've got to send a like in for that one. Now, love the unconventional approach here using flies instead of lures. Reminds me of some of the crazy ideas I used trying to catch pressured reddies. It's not much. Put some of this towards that combo and flies. Yeah, thanks a lot, man. I really appreciate that, and you are a good dude and always a massive support. Of course, talking about the super chat thing, the supers, that's a way that this channel just regains a little bit of income that obviously help pay for this sort of stuff. Helps me pay for the giveaways for you guys as well. So whatever I get from the channel generally comes back into the channel. I don't really use it for personal stuff. Whatever it is, whether I'm buying an outfit or buying a camera lens, it's all to just improve the content for you guys or keep the content coming for you guys. That's all it's about. Whether it's paying for petrol for a trip or whatever it is, it's just part and parcel of that sort of thing. So your guys' support really helps that. So yeah, supers are a good way to give back to the channel for that and help me out with that. And no obligation, of course. Of course, I'm going to keep making videos for you guys, but it just really helps a lot. So appreciate it. And Jason, for such a regular contributor to the channel, I've got to send some love your way. You're a good dude. Love ya. All right. So all of the plugging aside, planned trips. I have got also some plans to head out into cod country soon. I've been very, very lacking in the cod fishing this year so far. A little bit of that's been my endeavours to chase bass and stuff like that, and obviously I'm planning some trout stuff soon as well. So they're sort of more recent, but closer to winter time, still in autumn obviously, but closer to winter time, I'll be heading up into northeast Victoria at least for one roll of the dice, trying to christen that new rod and reel that I've been using in the last 2 seasons, because it hasn't caught a fish yet, and I'm very disappointed in myself for that. And then Committed and Stupid Fishing Adventure says, come on up to God's country. Yeah, absolutely, mate. That's an awesome joint, and I absolutely love it up there. So yeah, obviously this fly outfit being 8 weight would work for some smaller systems with smaller cod, and I'm not against chasing cod on fly either if I want another challenge as well. But that'll be a bit later on in the piece, I think. I want to try and christen it on the bass for starters and go from there and see how much I love it and go from that. So yeah, northeast Victoria, as I said before, with the cod, I'm going to try and get something up there. I'm away for a few days up that way. It is with family, so I'm only going to be able to sort of probably manage one morning, one day kind of thing. And yeah, hopefully I can get someone up there to do a, car-to-car drift with if I can get them. I haven't prospected anyone for that yet, but yeah, I've got to do that at some point. But yeah, that's sort of the idea. Is the rod you displayed 7 or 8 weight? It's a 7 weight. It's gone up a class, so I've got an 8 weight line class on that rod. But yeah, that's rated to 7 weight essentially. So yeah, that's what I'm using. User 333. So yeah, that's the next sort of future trip I'm doing, apart from the bass and the trout. So hopefully I can get a good video out of that, guys, for you, and continue the big river cod mission. I've already done one session this year, a little bit earlier. It was probably about, when was it? It was late January with the young Connor Slattery in the kayaks, and that was a no-show. It was a donut day, but it was a mint day. I loved it, absolutely loved it, even though we got stormed on most of the way down the river. It was pretty fun. Yeah. So without further ado, I think we might do giveaways now. We're going to jump into the giveaway wheel. We want you to comment in the comment section, game changer. Since we're talking about fly fishing and stuff like that, it's all been about the fly stuff tonight. Comment game changer if you want to be in the giveaway tonight. And I'll chuck your name in and then we'll roll the dice and see who has winning $100 worth of fishing gear for a species of your choice. Whether it be a spool of line, a couple of spools of line, some terminal tackle, or just some lures, or an assortment of lures, or a bit of both, little from column A, little from column B. Let me know in the comments. Just comment game changer if you want to be in the draw. And we'll get the little giveaway wheel going. That's the giveaway wheel. We're going to put some names in. So chuck your comments in, guys. Let's go. Jacob Dalziel's always in. We got you in there, mate. Who else we got? We got one. One for one. That's not going to be a very good, whatchamacallit, spin of the wheel if we got only one. Comment game changer if you want to be in your $100 giveaway, guys. Jump in. Daryl M, he's in. Ben Redford's in. Whoop. Jeff Bade. Who else we got? Travis A. Haven't seen your name come up in the chat all night. Travis, where have you been? That's okay. Who else we got? Anyone else? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 entries so far. Game changer is the code word in the comments to enter into the giveaway wheel. Jump over there, guys. Remember, whatever gear it is that you're desiring for this month, I will endeavour to fit up a pack for you to jump in and post it over to you, or even drive it to your house if it's close enough. And yeah, give you some gear. So $100 worth of fishing gear, let me know. Game changer is the comment, let me know. Okay, we got Alex Hawks and Committed and Stupid Fishing Adventures. We've got a few in there now. I'll give it another couple of minutes. We'll go till 8:45. So, back over to the bass in the tank here. The biggest bass in the tank is currently about 10 or 11 centimetres. So, it's actually a fish that you could catch with a rod and reel. It's a catchable size fish. The rest of them are at about 50 mil, 55 mils, the smallest guys, which have not changed much in size since I bought them. That's just because they're competing for food quite a bit. The other guys are about 60, 70 mil long, so they're a little bit more angry and wanting to do the feeding a bit more. They're usually fairly active. The little ones usually come out to the front a little bit more. You won't be able to see them in the video at the moment just because it's a bit dark on the light side of things. Yeah, so any more takers, game changers, the comment. If you want to jump into the giveaway, chuck it in the comments, game changer. And then Scoot's probably about 20, 22 centimetres now. He's a big one. That's one of the bigger ones there, just came out. He might be the biggest one in the tank, that guy. That's the 10, 11 centimetre long guy. Yeah, you guys can't see him, so you have no idea what I'm talking about right now, but yeah, that's it. Yes, so, can you plant a tank with bass? Do you mean, what was I going to say? Do you remember, are you saying, can you put plants in the tank with the bass? Yeah, absolutely you can. I plan to do that. I'm actually buying a a light for the bass, for the tank very soon. I keep saying I'm buying a light, but I keep running out of money by the end of the month. So yeah, that's one. Anthony Tan, where's the new light? He says. Yeah, I'm between monies at the moment, mate. So yeah, I'm waiting for my next pay, I think, because I've run out of cash. I've spent it all buying a new fly outfit, unfortunately. But yeah, yes, you can absolutely put plants in the tank with bass, and I plan to do so just once I get the light setup sorted in the tank. Toba's Fishing is probably our last entry into the giveaway. Where have you been, mate? I haven't seen you, I don't think, unless you've been on the live before. But we've got a few on there now. Are you planning on breeding the bass in your tank? You can't actually breed, well, you can breed them in a tank, but you need a way to do it. Now that would be bass breed in brackish water, so you'd need to give them salinity to actually force them to breed. I'm not sure how to do that, and also I don't think Scoot would like any salinity in his tank, being a dedicated freshwater fish. They do not like salt at all, so I don't plan on breeding them in here, mate. But good question. But yeah, no, they breed in brackish water, so I'd need to do a lot of different things to actually influence them to breed in captivity. I know that fisheries do that, but they got heaps. Yes, sorry, just saw this. Love your work. Any plans on getting back to Blue Rock? Yes, definitely going to get back to Blue Rock at some point. Now, I will be using the fly outfit for that. I plan to catch a fish on fly in Blue Rock if I can. So that's the plan. I'll be using similar lures to what I've got here today. And yeah, that's about it. So yes, definitely. Well, I should say flies. I keep saying lures. They're still a lure. But anyway, yes. Definitely, to answer your question, I am going to head back to Blue Rock at some point. It's too convenient of a spot for me to not go back at this point. So, yeah. But for now, I'll be heading back to the rivers. All right, guys, we're going to do the giveaway. Then we're going to wrap up and then call it a good night, because that's what it is. All right, so we have, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 entries into this giveaway. And we are wishing you all good luck. $100 worth of gear coming to someone in this pile of names. And here we go. Alex Hawks, you are the winner of this giveaway, if you wish to be. Yeah, so like I've said, anyone that wins a giveaway gets hold of me either by email or through DM on my social medias. That's the Fisherman's Office Official or at Fisherman's Office Official, I should say, on Instagram. You can go to my Facebook page if you want and message me on Messenger. I do respond to those messages as well. I don't see them as often because I'm not on Facebook as much. I'm usually predominantly Instagram active, so if you want to message me, Instagram is the best chance of getting hold of me quickly. Email is a reliable form as well, as you can just list everything you want or give me an idea of what you want. Chuck your details in there. It's all nice and private and stuff like that. So yeah, all right, make Alex a lure challenge pack. I'll buy him a hook with one feather on it. Oh, nice. I'll message you after. No worries, mate. Good work, guys. I really appreciate your time, and every time you come in and see us on the channel, it's always a pleasure. And if there's anything I can add to the live or anything that you think I could talk about regularly on the live, I just make it up as I go along, really, most months. And I'll just give you my views on what's going on and things like that. There is a bit of politics going around in fishing at the moment with fisheries and stuff like that. If you wanted to discuss anything like that, I mean, I'm open to doing stuff like that, but I just didn't know whether it'd be something of a topic of interest for you guys to talk about, whether you're interested in that stuff or not. You know, just leave comments. As I said, that's the best way to communicate what you'd like to see. User 333's given me plenty of comments in the past. Obviously, he's mentioned that he would like to see more trout stuff, which is why I plan to go back out and chase trout again as well. Not only because I enjoy it, but you know, I do keep my subscribers in mind when I'm making content, which is the best way to get me to make what you want to see is to jump over to the channel, comment on videos. Anything you don't like, let me know. Anything you love, let me know. And just let me know, as I said, guys. Shaq Lewis, thanks Lee, good live as usual. Thank you very much, guys. Hope you had a great night, have a good weekend. Keep your lines tight as always, and we'll see you next time. From my family to yours, just keep flicking.